Hi everyone, my name is Tarunay and I'm a product manager with Paytm. Today we have gathered here to talk about a product that Paytm has just created in its analytics offerings, the Payment Source Analytics. Payment Source Analytics is essentially an offering for the merchants to figure out how their transactions are performing at a various pay mode level and figure out what exactly are the top failure reasons for their overall transactions. This in turn will help them, take corrective measures to improve those failures and in turn their success rates. So, without further ado, let's talk about the Payment Source Analytics. You can find the Payment Source Analytics section in the UMP dashboard of Paytm in the Analytics page. If you go down in the Analytics page, in the Detailed Analytics section, you will find the Payment Source Analytics here. At the front view, you will see the success rate trend for the last 14 days. But if you want to see the detailed view of Payment Source Analytics, you need to go and click on the View Details section. Here I'm going to go and click on the View Details section. As you can see, the detailed Payment Source Analytics dashboard has just loaded up. It has 3 tabs: Overall Summary, Payment Source Level Summary, and Cashier Page Drop. Let's first talk about the Overall Summary. So the Overall Summary tab essentially talks about all the transactions that are there as part of your merchant transactions. The first section that we're going to talk about is the success rate performance. Now in success rate performance, we try to figure out the success rates across various time periods. Here we talk about 3 time periods: yesterday, current week, and current month. What we also do is we benchmark these success rate performances with prior time periods. So if you're talking about yesterday, your performance will be, so to say, compared with the same day last week. In current week also, your performance, let's say you're sitting on a Wednesday, then your performance for Monday, Tuesday this week will be compared to the performance of Monday, Tuesday last week. And that benchmark is shown as a growth rate here. So essentially what this means is, current week your performance of your transactions have been 81% success rate, and it is 2% greater than what it was last week. And the same holds true for current month as well. By the way, you can also look at the benchmark dates as a subtext to yesterday, current week, current month. So if I look at the current month subtext, it means that your transactions have been compared with 1st July to 4th July transactions of prior month. Moving on to the next section, which is the success rate historic trend. Here, what we have done is we've given you a day-to-day or a week-to-week or a month-to-month trend view of the success rates, how your trends has changed over the day or over the week or over the month. Like I said, you can change that daily, weekly, and monthly view with the help of this view filter. So currently it's been chosen as daily, so you can see on a day-to-day basis how your success rate is changing, and if there is a sudden decrease or rise in the success rate on a particular day, that can be highlighted from here. I will show you the change as compared to weekly as well. So as you can see, for weekly, now your view has changed on a week-to-week basis. So that is what we are trying to achieve here. What we can also do is overlay this success rate trend with certain metrics. Now the 2 metrics that we use for overlay are transaction count and success rate moving average. So this in turn will also let you know as to if there is a correlation between increase in transaction counts leading to a decrease or increase in success rates. And with respect to the success rate moving average, it will help you know that whether on a particular day your success rate was better than the average or worse than the average. So that is what the success rate historic trend essentially means. Moving on to the next section, which is the failure reasons. Now the key aspect that I would like to highlight in the failure reasons section is that we are going to highlight top 5 failure reasons for all the merchant transactions. As you can see with this donut, you will know what was the failure share for each of these failure reasons. Like 32% of your overall failure transactions were due to customer drop on Bank PSP app for this particular merchant. What essentially we also do with the help of this top failure reasons benchmarking table is we tell you how your failure reasons have done as compared to previous benchmarks, like we did for success rate in the above sections. So if I look at this particular graph, I mean in the current week, current drop on Bank PSP app constituted 33% of all the failure transactions, which is 2% higher than what it was last week. So that in a sense is what we are trying to convey from this particular table. What the merchant can also do is change this view from a failure share to a transaction share. The difference here is that transaction share gives you the percentage across all transactions, which includes success transactions as well, which means that 6% of your overall transactions failed yesterday due to customer drop on Bank PSP app, as can be seen from this particular table. If this is clear, we move on to the next point, which is payment source level summary. Now, payment source level summary will help you know that okay, which particular pay mode or payment source is the most important payment source for me in terms of transaction share. And if you look for this particular merchant, UPI is the most important payment source for this particular merchant. Now, using this information, we go to the right side and we see that this particular table tells us how each of these payment sources have been performing in terms of success rate and how they have been performing with respect to prior time periods as well. So here's a benchmark that is available. So if I let you know, so UPI has on a yesterday has a success rate of 82%, which is 5% greater than the same day last week, which is the last Wednesday. With this information in place, the merchant will be able to understand how the most important payment sources are working out in terms of success rate. Now let's say the merchant wants to drill down on a particular payment source, let's say credit card for this case. What he can do is he can come back to the top of this page and click on the payment source level tab. As you can see, all the payment sources have been listed here. Now let's see, credit card is of the importance to a merchant and he wants to see how his credit card transactions specifically are performing. Then he can click on the credit card tab. And as you can see, all the metrics that we talked about in the overall summary will be present here as well, but these transactions will be specific only to credit card. Now here, as you can see in the recent performance section, the credit card transactions for this particular merchant for yesterday had a success rate of 85%, which was 0% higher. So it is essentially on the same pace as it was last week as well. Whereas the current week view tells you that 86% of the transactions have been successful this week, which is 2% higher than it was last week. Okay, that is the view we are trying to figure out. So it's essentially the same view as the overall summary, but it is specific to credit card transactions. With this in place, let's also have a look at the additional filters that we are using here. So the additional filters in this particular case would be, for credit card, let's say we have filters of card schemes, issuing banks and channels. So the merchants can go and choose any of the card schemes of his interest. Let's say I choose MasterCard for this particular case. And hence this success rate historic trend updates itself to show the success rate of only the MasterCard credit card transactions. You can further choose issuing bank and channels as well. With this in place, a merchant can drill down on any payment attribute and see how the success rate has been performing for those particular attributes. The failure reason summary here tells you again the top 5 failure reasons for all the credit card transactions. Here is an interesting thing that we've also added. These are the recommendations that we provide for specifically the debit card and credit card transactions. So these recommendations let you know how you can improve your failure reasons if your customer drop on bank PSP app and OTP authentication failures are beyond a certain threshold limit. We here provide you recommendations that can help you improve those particular failure reasons. Moving forward, we plan to also provide this for UPI wallet and net banking, but currently, as I stated earlier, this is available only for debit card and credit card transactions. What a merchant can also do is see the failure share of a particular failure reason, and by choosing it from the failure reason dropdown. As you can see here, the top failure reasons for this particular merchant for credit card transactions have already been listed here. I can choose any one of them and see how those failure reasons have changed over the previous time periods. With this knowledge in place, let's move on to our third tab. The third tab is our cashier page drop. Now, cashier page drop essentially lets you know as to what was the drop rate. And when I say drop rate, it means that the user dropped out without choosing a pay mode. And those views can be seen from the cashier page drop. Now, these recent drop rates will tell you what your drop rate was yesterday, current week and current month, and again we've benchmarked it to previous time periods. What we've also done is provided you a drop rate historic trend. So essentially, by changing this view, you can see how your drop rates has changed on a daily, monthly or a weekly level. So let's say I changed it to a weekly level. So you'll be able to see how your drop rates have changed over on a weekly basis in the prior time periods. So that's all that we are trying to figure out using our payment source analytics. Hope you had a good session and hope you learned what we're trying to achieve here. Thank you.
Paytm karo.